sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's just been me and computers today. Exactly, Red. It was the very, very first car that was ever driven by James Bond. Like I said, I apologize, folks. It was just, I was having so much fun. I was on a roll. I was enjoying doing all the talking, and it croaked. Yeah, that would have been like the perfect opportunity to stick a commercial break in, and I still might do it, because now that'll have me listed as 203 videos instead of 202 videos or whatever number it is. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you, well, there's only 3 of you, well, 3, 4 of you on broadcast not in progress. Yeah, we are on. We are on. We're going. I have timers. I have the whole 9 yards. See, I got people like telling me that it's not back up. I'm like, duh, yeah, it is. Let's get back in where I'm trying to get. Broadcast not in progress. Give me a minute. Let me go look. Yeah, like I said, check part 2. Check part 2. All right. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I had to kill the old one for whatever reason. I looked up and the timer had basically stopped at 1:17:31, and it hadn't even budged. And at that point, I'm like, what? Either Sony or YouTube had a burp, or my internet had a burp. One of the 3. So either Sony had a network burp, YouTube had a burp, or my network had a burp. And I don't think it was my network, because I still had everything else good. I never lost PC connection. So YouTube or Sony. Oh, I know what happened. You want to know what happened? There we go. Spectre happened. Spectre happened. Give it a... Spectre. It's all Blofeld's fault. James Blofeld knew what we were up to. You're going to have to refresh Dr. Rock and find the one that's marked with part 2. Yeah, just do a basic refresh. That should get it going again. All right, with that, because we had the little delay, we had 117. I said 120. So we're going to go till it says 8 minutes. 8 minutes is what we're looking at, and then we will reveal the last 3 vehicles if nobody gets it. Yeah, Maidenhead, the same thing. Like I said, it's YouTube and PlayStation. They're being pains in the butt. It does happen. And like I said, between my computer and YouTube and PlayStation Network, this is one of those nights where it's just like, that's all I can say. That is literally all I can say for this one. No, the playroom is not getting dropped. The playroom is not getting dropped. It's one of their biggest features. Now, if you go get you when PS5 rolls around, it may get dropped off of PS5. But they just have too many people that use it to just drop it. Now, they may convert it to you have to have PlayStation Plus to use it, but they're not going to drop it. That is not happening. I don't care what Money says on that one. No offense to Money. I love Money, but he was wrong for the reason that Ustream got dropped. He just basically said they're dropping it. And I'm like, dude, no, they are not dropping it. They are basically being bought out. IBM basically bought Ustream. If IBM hadn't bought Ustream, we could still all be streaming Ustream and PlayStation. They got bought out because IBM wanted it for business purposes. That's the only reason Ustream got dropped. So Money is right and wrong with Ustream, but he is completely off on the playroom. They are not dropping the playroom. It's not happening. The only reason they would consider that is if they wanted to do away with report, but they can't get rid of Playroom without getting rid of the game streaming, and that's one of the things that Sony has that they cannot give up. They won't do it. I guarantee you they will not do it. No. Ustream died, Reckless, because Ustream was a good thing. Ustream was still working. Okay? Ustream got bought by IBM. That's who bought Ustream. IBM doesn't want Ustream for personal activity. IBM wanted Ustream for their streaming ability for business usage. That's why Ustream got bought out. I know because I know IBM. I have worked with people at IBM. Money was right that it was going away from Sony. He was wrong for the reason it was going away from Sony. Oh, number 10 finally comes off the list. The Bentley R-Type Continental from Thunderball. I had about 3 or 4 people say Bentleys, and nobody had given me the Continental. Alright, we have hit the 9-minute mark. We'll do another 40-something seconds. Just to make it an even 10 minutes. But yeah, Playroom is not going away. It is not going away. Like I said, it may go away when PlayStation 5 comes out. But as long as they do PlayStation 4, it is safe. It is completely safe. It is not going anywhere. But yeah, the Ustream was because IBM bought them. That's the only reason Ustream went away, because IBM doesn't want to work with Sony, and Sony doesn't want to work with IBM. It's completely understood. It is completely understood why IBM did it. They did it strictly for business software reasons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the 10-minute mark. Officially, we've hit like the 1 hour and 18-minute mark, give or take. Number 3 on the list is from Live and Let Die. It is known as the Mini-Moke. Yes, folks, that's the name of the vehicle in Live and Let Die, the Mini-Moke. And number 9, I thought somebody would think outside the box. I really thought somebody would think outside the box for number 9, but they never did. Number 9 was the Auto Rickshaw from Octopussy. It is basically the little 3-wheel contraption that basically is only used in 2 scenes. It is used when he gets picked up from the airport, and there's like one chase scene where one rickshaw is chasing the other rickshaw. Well, I apologize, Maiden, if you did say it. I did not see it, and like I said, I'm kind of screwed because I can't use the YouTube chat as much as I would like. The funny thing is, like, my computer started working, and the chat quit working. It's weird. It's like basically all night I've been dealing with PowerPoint issues. PowerPoint starts working like a dream, and PlayStation and YouTube start acting like. All right, I'll be nice and look just to see. No, it is not in my chat anywhere, Maiden. I have one use of Mini Moke, and it's right where you said, I said Mini Moke. That's it. Now, granted, I don't know if the chat goes back far enough on that one anymore. Oh, that's right. It's probably in the other. It's in the other channel that I can't go back and look at the chat on. So, if you had said it in there, I wouldn't know. See, we can't make choices, HBK. You put the NHL on the one screen, you put me on the computer, and you're set. So we had the T55M5, say that 3 times real fast. T55M5 tank from GoldenEye, the Chevy Bel Air from Dr. No, which was officially the first car ever driven by James Bond, the Mini Moke from Live and Let Die, the Lotus Esprit Turbo, which is not the Lotus Submarine, which would have been the Lotus Esprit S1, the Honda CRF 250R motorcycle from Skyfall. I'm trying to think, how many motorcycles? I want to say there were like 6 motorcycles James Bond drove. I want to say 6 off the top of my head. The Osprey 5 hovercraft from Die Another Day. The Ford Mustang Mach 1, which is, like I said, the only car that has ever been included in an error. The AMC Hornet from Man with Golden Gun. The Auto Rickshaw from Octopussy. And the Bentley R-Type Continental from Thunderbolt. So those were our 10 Bond vehicles for the night. Now, with that, I'm going to grab some ice for another drink, for another adult beverage. And we are going to go to the 5 Minutes to a Fortune minigame. And for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing the coded letters. And in the example, of course, we were looking for U.S. states. Fanctulator is Columbus, Ohio. You move up 1 letter for each letter on the board. So B becomes C, N becomes O, K becomes L, and so on and so forth. And because the topic is U.S. states, we are actually looking for U.S. states. And again, tonight is James Bond theme night. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I made it a little easy so you guys could probably guess most of these. But as I'm stepping away for a couple of minutes, your guesses aren't going to really count. We are looking for James Bond movies, okay? So you're going to see the coded letters on the board. It'll start at number 10, just to warn you guys. Now, I will tell you I made it a little difficult, as I took out the spaces. Basically what you do is you take each letter, you move it up 1, it will give you something. I'm not going to tell you what. You have to tell me the movie that is associated with. Okay? So again, we took out the spaces to make it a little more difficult. Plus the spaces were sticking these weird symbols in there that were screwing everything up. And again, it will start with number 10. Alright, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to name the James Bond movie that these are associated with. Up. There we go. And I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm back. Nope, From Russia with Love is not in there. So again, you are not looking for the movie title in the letters. No, number 10 is not Octopussy. Like I said, I really wish I had a Martini class, because then I would have finished off my vodka straight. One, two, three. Number 3 is indeed Art Goldfinger, and the movie is Goldfinger. Nicely done, Walrus. So with that, you guys should be able to figure out what the theme is. With that, you guys should be able to figure out what the theme is. Once somebody got one of them, the rest of them should be easy. So please make sure you put the number with your answer, because that's how I base it on my screen. Alright, it's Live and Let Die, Allie, but which one was Live and Let Die? You got to give me a number, because for instance, if that big long one at number 8, if you think that's Live and Let Die, then that's what you got to tell me. Number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, number 7 is not. Wait, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, number 7 is not Live and Let Die. And I will take this back. I think it's actually one less. I think it's one less. My bad. It's basically the letters you see minus one letter. My bad on that one. And like I said, this is just to give me a chance to get caught up, get ready for the actual list that I actually have to pay really close attention to on the chats. Because this is the one that will determine who can participate in the countdown game and who will be able to participate. Alright, doesn't work that way. You can't just say 8. You've got to say 8 and which movie. Number 10 is Max Zorin from A View to a Kill. No, number 4 is not Dr. No. Number 1 is not Dr. No. Casino Royale, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, number 5 is not Casino Royale, maiden. I think number 5, once you get it, once you figure out who number 5 is, will be the easiest one to figure out. Next to number 6. I think 5 and 6 are the 2 easiest ones to figure out. Number 8 is not Live and Let Die, Allie. I think 8 is probably the hardest one. I will say number 8 will be the hardest one. Nope, number 2 is not Casino Royale. Well, you got to give me which number, lazy. You got to give me which number you think Moonraker is. So you see how everybody's doing like 5 Casino Royale, 8 Live and Let Die. You got to specifically let me know which one you think is Moonraker. There we go. Number 6 is Le Chiffre from Casino Royale. Number 8, Far Up, Far Out, Far More. I don't think that was a James Bond film. I don't think Far Up, Far Out, Far More was a James Bond film. Like I said, I still think number 5 is the easiest on the list. I do think number 5, once you figure, because it's a long name, once you figure out who number 5 is, I think number 5 will be like, I know that one. I think 4 and 8 are the two more obscure ones. Nope, 2 is not Skyfall. Number 2 is not Skyfall. Maybe just like 1 Skyfall, 2 Skyfall, 3 Skyfall, 4 Skyfall. Nope, not Skyfall. Which number though, Dr. Rock? That's the question. Moonraker, we don't have an 11. We don't have an 11. Number 5 is indeed Francisco Scaramanga from The Man with the Golden Gun. Nope, number 4 is not Diamonds Are Forever show. I still say Oric Goldfinger and Francisco Scaramanga are probably the 2 best created character villains. Next to Blofeld. I think Scaramanga, in my opinion, is probably, well, I gotta think about that. Because the villain in Skyfall was pretty well detailed. Nope, it is not on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I gotta think who, because one is still up here would qualify as one of my best detailed villains. I will say Scaramanga would be number 1. He always wanted to be the best assassin in the world. It was like a very simple storyline for him. I want to say he's probably the greatest villain of all Dr. Bond or James Bond villains. The villain in Skyfall would be a good second. I want to say he would be a good second. Goldfinger, to me, was a great villain because he basically had one thing. He wanted all the gold in the world. Yes, it was cheesy. Yes, it was over the top. But it worked for our Goldfinger. It really did. He basically, if it's gold, it's either mine or nobody's. Oh, nicely done, Morris. General Orlov from Octopussy. Although officially, for whatever reason, when they did GoldenEye, they kind of used Orlov's name again, which was like really, really ridiculous. They actually used Orlov twice. See, I know my James Bond history. For those of you that were with us in the beginning, when we first started this show, every game had a James Bond question or questions in it. Every game. I made sure I was putting a James Bond question in every game I ran. This was back when we were on Ustream, so the archives don't exist for it anymore. Like I said, we lost 6 months of archives, which really sucks. But I actually repeated questions for James Bond stuff because I didn't have them like right there at the top of my head. Now I am surprised number 7 hasn't come off. I am surprised number 7 has not come off yet. Nope. It is not the Spy Who Loved Me show. And like I said, what really stunk is I wanted to sneak Blofeld in here. But for me to have snuck Blofeld in here, he's actually in 5 different movies. Not counting the next one that's supposed to be coming up. He's supposed to be the villain in the next one. Now that Daniel Craig's out. But he is supposed to become reestablished as a major part of the James Bond story. And what supposedly is supposed to happen is starting with Casino Royale, going to Skyfall and Quantum of Solace. There's no guarantee of this. This is just what I read. Is basically Blofeld was supposed to be the man behind the scenes for all 3. Now, whether or not they stick to that, I don't know. Because I honestly don't know who is supposed to be the next James Bond yet. Craig's done. So it's kind of like, who's going to take over? And my concern is they're going to get Colin Farrell. I don't want Colin Farrell as James Bond. I really don't. Because he was supposed to be up for it. He and Daniel Craig were supposed to be the final 2. And I'm like, you cannot have a super well-known actor as James Bond. You can have a good actor that's known, but not a superstar. You don't want your star overriding the character. That's why Sean Connery worked. Because yes, he was Mr. Universe, but he wasn't a superstar. No. I do not want any American actors as my James Bond. I do not want Tom Hardy as my James Bond. I do not want Colin Farrell as my James Bond. I do not want Benedict Cumberbatch as my James Bond. I do not want Tom Hiddleston as my James Bond. Those are my 4 hell no's. I am one of those people that was in favor of Idris Elba getting it before Daniel Craig got it. I thought I honestly thought Elba would have been a perfect James Bond character. I honestly did. And when they announced Daniel Craig, I was like, and then he did Casino Royale, and it worked. He did Skyfall, it worked. He did Quantum of Solace, it worked. So, because I really think if you play Idris Elba as the quote-unquote rule-breaking James Bond, and you do Ralph Fiennes as M, it would work. Walrus apparently figuring this out. It is indeed Aristotle Christatos from For Your Eyes Only. It is Aristotle Christatos from For Your Eyes Only. And I honestly, I lost count of how many times it cycled through. So we're kind of guessing as to how many more chances you guys are going to get to see the numbers. Nope, number 7 is not A View to a Kill, Allie. See, this is why I hate YouTube. We were at 23 viewers on YouTube prior to the crash. We're down to 9. I think Jaws is a little too short, HBK. I think Jaws is a little too short. Let's see. We would have, let's see if it comes back up. Oh, I think we hit the, no, there we go. I think Jaws would be a little too short because we have come on, Jaws. You got a lot of extra letters after Jaws. I'm gonna get my good pointy stick. I need my good pointy stick. I need to use this game more often. I really do. Number 7 is Alex Trevelyan from Game of Thrones. No, from GoldenEye. Sean Bean. He's Irish. He'll forgive me no matter how I pronounce it. He's another one that's kind of like in those well-defined character villains. It's one of the things, like I said, I always loved about James Bond. Outside of Dr. No, who was very poorly characterized, all the other villains in James Bond are very well-defined. I mean, incredibly well-defined. No, number 1 is not Thunderball. Number 1 is not Thunderball. So let's see. We had Red get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, I think. Show got For Your Eyes Only, or GoldenEye. Who got Casino Royale? Maiden got Casino Royale. Number 4 is Emilio Largo from Thunderball. So Maiden's actually got 2 of them now. So Red's getting challenged for his James Bond knowledge. Allie was close. Allie had said, what did Allie had say? Allie had said A View to a Kill for number 7 instead of number 10. All right, if it doesn't come back up in about the next 2 minutes, then we know we're pretty much at the end of the list. So I gotta wait and see if number 1 pops back up, because I think it runs through like 10 times. I think that's what I've got it set for. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Nope, not Diamonds Are Forever. Nope. Not Diamonds Are Forever. So Diamonds Are Forever is not on our list. So if you think about it, you can narrow it down. If you know your James Bond movies, you know that each one is only up here once. Nope, not The Living Daylights, Allie. Wow, I thought number 1 would actually be the easiest one to identify. Nate, villain-wise, I thought this one would be the easiest to recognize. Nope, not The Spy Who Loved Me. Alright, this sucks. I'm out of vodka. No more vodka martinis. Number 2 is Dr. Kananga from Live and Let Die. Like I said, the greatest theme song ever. Probably the weakest of the villains. Yeah, okay, he ran the drug trade. Yeah, he had his seer. But I will say, I think Dr. Kananga was probably the weakest of the villains. Nope, not for your eyes only. Let me go look. Let's see, I see a number 8 for Live and Let Die. Oops. Oh, you did, show. I missed it. My bad. And Maiden gets Hugo Drax from Moonraker. The most over-the-top, ridiculous villain of them all. Hugo Drax was basically, he was the worst James Bond villain I can think of. Let's go up to space, launch the the seed spores, and completely wipe out humans. Like I said, to me, the 3 greatest villains of all time in James Bond history were Antonio Scaramanga, Auric Goldfinger, and Alex Trevelyan. To me, those were the 3 greatest. Hugo Drax was the most comic bookish of all of them. He was the most comic book. He was the most over the top. This will never happen sort of thing. But yeah, like I said, to me, those 3 will be classic. Not counting Blofeld, obviously, because like I said, I couldn't put Blofeld in here. Those 3 will probably be the of all time the greatest villains. I consider him, LeFerric, weak. I wanted to put Oddjob in here, but it was either Oddjob, obviously, or Goldfinger. I had to go with Goldfinger. I had to go with the primary villain. I had to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the important list of the evening. So again, Fallen, Mark, and Walrus. If you guys are here, remember, if you guys get one of the player spots, I can't even say that right. You guys will have to hand it off to somebody else because you guys are ineligible for tonight. Although I don't think Fallen is here. I haven't seen Fallen on. Unless he was on the first half of the stream and after we croaked, didn't rejoin in the second half. Alright, so just remember, folks, there is a small prize behind one of these. What was his name? Herb Villages played. Oh, I can't think of his name now. Damn it. I had all these James Bond facts memorized in my head today, just specifically for this episode. It'll come to me like after the broadcast. I guarantee you it'll come to me after the broadcast. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's prize list and knick-knack. Thank you, Red. That was it. We are looking for... No, Scaramanga was Scaramanga was actually the man with the golden gun. We are looking for 10 espionage-based TV shows. And again, the reason we went with TV shows is because tonight, while we're talking about James Bond, tonight is a tribute to one of my superheroes. Damn, Red, I really thought that one was going to last. I really thought that one was going to last. I honestly thought number 9 was going to be the hardest one to come up with. Sydney Greenstreet. Dun, dun, dun. You guys are blowing through this list so far. You guys are blowing through this list. Alright, I'm going to say with what's left, 6 is the obvious one. I'm going to say number 4 will be the hardest one. We'll see. No, I couldn't put the Saint on, Allie, since we were doing a tribute to espionage shows and Roger Moore. I couldn't put the Saint on. I wanted to, but I was kind of like, that would have been a little too obvious. Now, I'm going to give you guys a hint, just to let you know. Number 2, 80s. Number 4, older than 80s. Number 6, older than 80s. Just to give you guys a hint. Hey, Aphasia, how we doing? Yep, we're doing the last of the list to do the countdown game tonight. And like I said, tonight has been a really, really technically challenging episode. As you guys see at the top, it's got part 2 on the title. I wanted to put La Femme Nikita on there, but I wasn't really I wasn't a big supporter of that one. I wasn't really a big supporter of that one. Red with the Avengers. John Steed and my sweetheart, Emma Peel. Diana Rigg. You guys can have Black Widow. Emma Peel to me puts Black Widow to shame. Actually, I'm still watching the Blacklist. So I didn't really put Blacklist on there because that's more cops and robbers. Because you will notice so far everything else on here has pretty much involved spies. Jericho almost made it. Jericho almost made it, but to me, Jericho ended up being a little too much post-apocalyptic. Jericho was kind of like, do I do Jericho or do I do Get Smart? Alright, so just remember, number 2 is in the 80s. Number 4 is before the 80s. And number 4, I think, is going to be the hardest one of the lot. Since Walrus took out Secret Agent Man. Damn you, Walrus. Whoop. I really thought that one was going to be the hard one. And I had to put all 4 names in there because depending on where you watched it, they actually named it 4 different titles. It was Danger Man in the UK, Secret Agent in the US, Destination Danger was Europe, and John Drake was everywhere else. It actually had 4 different titles, depending on where you actually sat back and watched the show. But yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a tribute to James Bond and Roger Moore because James Bond passed away. And as long as Sean Connery doesn't pass away this year, we won't do any more till October the 5th, give or take that week, which I think is the last week before Nerdfest. I think that's the last week before Nerdfest. So I may or may not actually have a show on James Bond Day. Damn it, Walrus! Ah! How are you getting my hard ones? How are you getting my hard ones? That's all I want to know. Alright, so number 2. We are looking for a TV show that specifically involves a spy. And the show occurred in the 1980s. Maybe 90s. No, 80s. It had to be the 80s. Spy versus spy. No, talk to Dr. Jekyll about spy versus spy. Although I gotta admit, I am disappointed Dr. Jekyll hasn't shown off the spy versus spy figures he won. Oops. Alright, give me a minute. I accidentally pulled my power cord out of my PlayStation. Oops! That's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. Ampersand. Oh, lazy! Finishes it off with Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Alright, nicely done, Lazy. Scarecrow and Mrs. King finishes it off. Alright, let's see who we got. Well, apparently I accidentally hit one too soon. Walrus, definitely one of the players, but Walrus, you are locked out from the countdown game, so you have to pick somebody to take your place here in a second. And there's only 11 people on the channel, so it shouldn't be that hard. Let's see, what else did Walrus have? Walrus also had the Avengers. Uh-oh, Walrus, you're going to have to replace yourself twice. And Walrus going with Danger Man. Walrus going to have to pick 3 people to take his place. Let's see who else we had. We had Show with Mission Impossible. Oh, Show getting the small prize tonight. Let's see if he can go for a small and a large. Up, Show also in the play for the large. So there are 2 more slots out there. And let's just see. We're gonna make it easy for you, HBK. We're gonna find out if you gotta watch the game and the game. Oh, HBK out. Maiden. Let's find out if Maiden is in with the hottest spy on television, Sydney. So Maiden in. Maiden, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 1 more slot somewhere. And it's either going to Lazy or Allie D. Let's find out who it is. Is it Lazy Gamer? It is Lazy Gamer. Sorry, Allie. You got locked out on the list. But you never know. Red might choose you to take his place. Oh, Red going fast on his choices. Alright, so we've got Lazy, Sea Chicken, HBK, Maiden, and Show K, and Bros. Now, I will be honest, I probably would not have chosen Sea Chicken just because Sea Chicken doesn't ever do the math part. Alright, so Lazy, you're in because you got one of the winning slots. Sea Chicken, do you want in or not? So Sea Chicken, HBK, and Bros, let me know if you guys want in. No, it doesn't work that way, Show. Does not work that way. You've been here long enough to know better. Stick that wrist out there. I'm gonna do the nun thing. All right, Bros definitely in. I know Show will be in. Alright, HBK is in. Alright, Sea Chicken out. Alright, Walrus, you gotta pick somebody other than Sea Chicken. Alright, Allie, you are in. If you want it. See, I make fun of Sea Chicken. He will get to the finals, and then he backs out. No, David's in. David's who we call HBK, Lazy. Because that was his original Ustream name. There is math in it, Maiden, just we're not to that part yet. No, I am not getting rid of it. It's part of the show, Chica. This is pretty much the only show that is 100% true to the game show. It is the only show that is 100% true to the game show. Which reminds me, I've got to ask. I got to ask John whether or not he actually used it, because apparently I am the only person that has ever created a game show equivalent of Countdown. All right, we're gonna give you guys about another. What time is it? 9:36. We'll give you guys about another 4 minutes to come up with who's going to replace you. Right now we got Lazy, HBK, Maiden, Show, Bros, and Ali D. And I will tell you guys right now, this will be a 20-minute game, so you guys got to be quick for this one. Alright, so Show, don't forget to remind me we got to do your small prize tonight. Actually, we'll do this. Well, no, I don't want to do that while the slideshow is actually working. So you guys have about another 3.5 minutes. All right, let me rephrase that. Got about another minute and a half to find a plate replacement. Otherwise, I will assume you 6 are my players. Nerdy! Welcome back, my friend. So did Fish Stick show up in the WWE stream or not? I'm just curious. Because I can't watch. I got to get the other computer up. And then I got to find more electrical outlets downstairs. So right now, Lazy, HBK, Maiden, Show, Bros, and Ali are my 6. Alright, Lazy backing out. So, Lazy, just pick somebody on the channel. No. The Doctor Who print does not leave the studio. Oh, he did films. Alright, cool. I'll have to catch the archive then. Like I said, it's kind of hard because it's like I don't actually get to watch Moneymaker as much as I would like to, simply because we overlap. But yeah, that is the exploding TARDIS from the Matt Smith episode, Red. And it cost me a lot more than I wanted to pay for it. But I'm like, a Doctor Who print, I pretty much, that's one of those things where it's like, when I have the money put away, I will definitely keep it. Or I will definitely spend it. Alright, Lazy picked Nerdy to take his place. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the countdown game. Alright, Nerdy, you have first control of the board. I know. It's going to be like, we're going to get the math portion. Nerdy's going to be like, I guarantee you, we'll get to that portion and Nerdy will be like, all right, there we go. We'll do the British version. See, and here's the weird thing, is I was going to do the tonight's tribute to Manchester, and then I saw the Roger Moore thing, and I figured I got to go a little more lighthearted. I had to go a little more lighthearted, because I was going to do tonight's tribute to Manchester, so I kind of feel bad that I couldn't. I really, really do, because that was my original intent. But yeah, I will guarantee you, I definitely overpaid for that print. Whoop, that print right down there. I guarantee you I overpaid for it. But it was one of those where it's like, it's the Doctor Who print. It's the only one I can get my hands on. So that's what I'm going with. Alright, Nerdy, you are in control of the board. So basically, there we go, Nerdy. Going with Val. Oh, wait a minute, Nerdy, you got to give me 3 consonants. You got to have at least 3 on each row. So officially, I hit the wrong button. So officially, we got to do consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, and consonant. So we have U, I, A, F, P, U, I, and H. I don't like these letters. I don't like these letters. And with that, the timer starts now. Nerdy with fat for 3. Maiden with aha for 3. Seems good. Seems good. Oh, Walrus, you and me, we gonna have fighting words. Show taken. Wow, only 2 people score in round 1. Well, I'm going to be nice and say that the other ones came in late. So let's see what we got. We got HBK with FIP. Give me one moment. I got FIP is an actual word. Show with hip for 3. E to D, math. Yes, it was. That was very harsh. No, FIP is not in there, HBK. FIP is not in there. So FIP does not count. So Show, Maiden, and Nerdy in control of the board. Nerdy will be choosing again. And with that, we start the timer. And again, this is only a 20-minute game, so you guys got to pick quick. Once you guys know you have control. Alright, Nerdy, you are still in control, my friend. He's like prepping you for the math part, bros. That's what he is doing. He's prepping you for the math part. Hey, Coach, how we doing, my friend? All right, Nerdy going with four vowels. Oh, look at this. All U's. 4 consonants and 1 vowel. We have U, 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 A, M, T, T, G, and A. These letters are being cruel. I'm not blaming Nerdy. I'm blaming the computer because it sets them up. And with that, the timer starts now. HBK with Matt for 4. Maiden with Autumn. We'll have to check. Bros with Tag for 3. Show with Guam for 4. Allie with Matt for 3. And Nerdy with Tag for 3. And the only one we have to check is Autumn. A-U-T-U-M. Hey, South, how we doing, my friend? What's good? Nope, Autumn is not in there. A-U-T-U-M is in there. A-U-T-U-M would have been... Oh, wait. That's what he did put. A-U-T... Yeah, A-U-T-U-M would have been in there. Aphasia, I got yours, but the Tuesday night countdown game is a closed one. If you've got to be you actually have to get one of the slots on the list on Tuesday to qualify for the countdown game. It's one of the few where that list factor actually comes into play. Yeah, I got Bros. Let me make sure. Did Bros have Tag as well? Oh, yep, Bros had Tag as well, so Nerdy's doesn't count on that one. So with that, in control of the board will be HBK. HBK in control of the board on this one tonight. And I think I just hit the wrong letter patch. Hold on. I think the vodka martinis are actually getting to my head. Because like I said, the previous one was pretty much straight vodka. It was like straight vodka and a splash of grenadine. Because I don't have any consonants. Or I don't have any olives. See, now I can't even talk straight. This is one of those days. Alright, HBK starting off with a vowel. You gotta be a little faster than that, HBK. You gotta, because you're not even in the lead at the moment. Alright, triple consonant. Triple vowel. A lot of repeating letters. Consonant and a vowel. We have A-N-W, R, A-A-U, H, and O. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can see right off the top of my head. Yuck. That's all I can say is the letters are not being friendly tonight. The letters are not being friendly tonight. Show with Aura for 4. Maiden with Warn for 4. HBK with War for 3. We will check Harrow, H-A-R-O-W. So we are waiting on Bros and Nerdy. Bros with How for 3. And Nerdy with Han for 3, which actually is a Chinese dynasty. So I already know Han is in there. Let's see if Harrow is in there. H-A-R-O-W. not in there, Allie. It is not in there. I'm trying to see what was close. Hora was in there, and that is really the closest I can see. I actually know Han Dynasty is in there. And with that, I think control of the board goes to Show with Aura. Yeah, Hour would have been in there. Hour would have been in there, I think. All right, Show. You are in control, my friend. And Show going with 4 vowels, 4 consonants, and 1 more vowel. We have O, U, U, E, T, V, T, T, A. And the timer starts now. That was the longest one I saw, bros. I will be honest. Tout is probably the longest one I saw. Oh, see, maybe not one I didn't see. I didn't see Veto. HBK with Vet for 3. Nerdy with Vote for 4. OUT Out Eat for Show for 6. And Allie, Vote got taken. Nerdy beat you to it, unfortunately. So Show in control. Out, OUTV. I'm trying to see if Outvute was in there. I don't think Outvute would have worked. Alright, that means Show still in control of the board. Alright, Show gonna go with 6 vowels and 3 consonants. Wow, you guys are going vowel heavy tonight. A, I, U, E, A, W, F, G. A, U, E, A, W, F, and G. And the timer starts now. Alright, HBK going with Geif. I know Bros is good with Wage. Maiden going with Goff. Nerdy with Fig for 3. Allie with Wag for 3. Show with Wife for 4. Wife was the first one I saw. Wife was the first one I saw. But let's go check and see if Goff is in there. GAWF for Maiden is no good. GAW actually would have worked. Oops. Let's get back to the right screen. And what was the other weird one? The other strange one I had was Geif from HBK. Geif is GIFE. Not in there. Sorry, HBK. It is not on the board. And with that, in control of the board will be Rose. Rose has it with Wage. Fig Newtons. which are actually, I actually like Fig Newtons. I shouldn't, but I do. I gotta watch what I eat. It doesn't ever work. Too many T's, man. Too many T's. We have Geifs in Canada. What are Geifs in Canada? I'm just curious because it's not in my dictionary. Somebody get the Nerf water gun on Iroquois. All right, bros, going vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, and vowel. So, bros, giving you guys O, H, E, O, W, H, I, B, O is the guy one. I shouldn't have asked. I should not have asked. And the timer starts now. HBO is anagram alley, or an acronym alley. I can't take it. Maiden with bow for 3. Nerdy with hobo for 4. Show with oboe for 4. Rose with who for 3. So Alley and HBK. Da 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 da. Holo. Ooh, holo. I think holo will actually be in there because I think that's a legitimate short term for hologram, but we shall see. Like, oh no, it won't work, HBK. It won't work. In my dictionary, it is only listed as a prefix. It is only listed as a prefix, which means whole, entire, or used in the formation of compound words. Nice try, though. It was a very nice try. It actually was. All right, so Nerdy will be in control of the board on this one. So Nerdy, whenever you are ready, you get to choose the next 9 combinations. Or the next combination of 9. That's it. Beat Nerdy over the head, folks. Beat Nerdy over the head. At least 3 from each row, my friend. At least 3 from each row. Alright, consonant. Although I gotta admit, that's the first time anybody's ever said that. I gotta give him credit. That's a first. We have D, O, O, Q, H, H, O, I, E. And with that, the timer starts now. Speaking of which, Nerdy, I need you to let me know which alcoholic beverage, which bottles of alcohol you're doing on Friday, because I'm going to try to match you. Just to let you know, I'm going to try to match you. Oh, Maiden beat you to it, Nerdy. So you got to come up with a second word. Bro's going with head for 4, which actually isn't in there. Sorry, bros, there is no A on the board. I'm being a little generous on the timer because there are only 6 players, so it's a little easier to follow. So HBK and Nerdy, we're waiting on you. HBK going with Dewey. I'm a little more lenient on the... Exactly, Nerdy. That's why I need to know specifically which drinks you're getting. Oh, no Dewey. And Nerdy going with Dew. Because I'm not bowling Fridays anymore. It's basically I'm in my off season. And Dew is actually in there. So Maiden will be in control of the board. Because I know you're doing the cherry stuff, which I don't think I can get my hands on. Yeah, I saw Hood. I didn't see Hoodie. I actually saw Hood and I did not see Hoodie. So it's basically, I'll be in my basement Friday. So I plan on having fun with the nerdy drinking stream. Because every other drinking stream I've actually had to work. Or no, I actually had to bowl, so I couldn't do it. Alright, Maiden going consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, and consonant. So we have R-A-N-O-F-I-W-A-R. R-A-N-O-F-I-W-A-R. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the timer starts now. Maiden with frown for 5. HBK putting the extra D in there. Show with rain for 4. Or no. Nope. Let's see chicken. Pay attention. Duh. Alright, let's see what we got. So HBK went with forward, which is no good. Show, I'm gonna tell you right now, Warfarin won't be in there. I will guarantee you Warfarin will not be in there. Whoa! I am totally wrong. Warfarin, a colorless, crystalline, water-insoluble anticoagulant. I thought there had to be an E on the end of it. I actually thought there had to be an E on it, the end of it. Show for 8. Rose going with Fawn for 4. Allie with Far for 3. W-A-I-R. W-A-I-R-O-A. I thought there was a G. I thought there was an E on the end of it. Oh, it's not in my dictionary, Nerdy. Not in my dictionary. Yeah, actually, I was South. I actually had a mini vodka martini. It just wasn't in the... Oh, timer is up. I didn't even realize we were that close. I didn't realize we were that close. The TM and the T sign looks bigger on stream. Well, that's because the camera is actually kind of small. It won't matter, show. The timer went off. But yeah, it is actually pretty damn big. It is actually just a little bit larger than the Doctor Who print. There we go, right in your faces, folks. Alright, I gotta put it back up there. I actually like the new camera position, just because I actually get to put both of the posters up. And if I really wanted to, let me see, where is it? I could put up one of my favorite superheroes. bear with me 1 minute. See, I could actually put vision up there. Well, or maybe not. He falls over too quick. I guess I can't put vision up there. I'm having too much fun tonight. I'm having too much fun tonight. You gotta be careful. I almost broke all my chess pieces. If I had broke my chess pieces, I would have been a very, very, very unhappy person. Alright, bear with me 1 minute. I gotta stand my chess pieces back up. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just in a good mood tonight. I really am. Because I basically had a theme for tonight. So it was actually kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? I had something to work with. There's a lot of times when I do this show, is basically I don't really have anything to work with. So it's kind of like I wing it just a small bit during the show. Let's see what we got. HBK with 10, Maiden 7, 11, 14, 20, 25. Show with 17 plus 8 is 25 plus 12 is 37. 6 plus 8 is 14 plus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the finals is Show with 37 points, Maiden with 28 points, and taking the third slot by 1 point, Bros beats out Nerdy by 1 point. Bros beat Nerdy by 1 point. The final score for round 1 was Show at 37, Maiden at 28, Bros at 21. And then Nerdy was next on the list with 20. It was that close. It was that close. Look at this way, Nerdy. You don't have to do math. Oh, Maiden passing, which means Nerdy, you are next up on the list. Because I do go by top to bottom. Maiden handing it off to Nerdy. I almost guarantee you Nerdy's going to say pass. I almost guarantee it. See, Nerdy says he won't do math. Well, you got to give me the password. All right, Nerdy is passing, which means Allie, you are up. So it will be Show, Bros, and Allie. Show, Bros, and Allie. Now, once he says pass, I assume it's a complete pass to the next person on the list. Well, trust me. What's the phrase, Nerdy? Because I can't remember what TH stands for. It's mental. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. What was MATH standing for? What does MATH stand for? Ah, God, I'm drawing a blank. I'm ashamed of myself. I really am. But no, Rebel, to answer your question, I am not drunk. I am just in a good mood tonight. It's been one of those weird kind of weeks at the office in the only 2 days. It was basically yesterday. I actually got to spend a lot. Basically all my work was research. Thank you. Mental abuse towards. I could remember mental abuse. I couldn't remember the TH part. I've got to hashtag that. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, why did my soundtrack stop? Oh, I know why my soundtrack stopped. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright, somebody do a hashtag math. Somebody give me a hashtag math. I meant to add this and I totally forgot about it. Just somebody give me a hashtag math. That's all I want. And not an ampersand math. Although I should have done an ampersand math just to make it like 2 for 1. There we go. Alright, Nightbot. There we go. And I'll clean it up later. I will clean it up later. I had to throw that one in there. I really did. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for Show, Bros, and Allie, it is time for the math part of the game. And it is very simple. Remember, all your equations, I will read left to right, unless you put parentheses in. It will always be left to right, unless you put parentheses in. If you make a mistake, you basically get whatever the total is. So if whatever you put in the equation can't be put into an equation, for instance, if you do 7 divided by 4, because it's the decimal point, that automatically cancels out your equation and you get the total from the reveal total. Alright, I got to get over back to the YouTube chat real quick. Alright, Show. With that, you are in position 1. You get to make the first choice of the numbers off the board. Nightbot sucks all the time. He just won't admit to it. Just for sea chicken. Alright, we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, HBK, have yourself a good one, my friend. And the numbers we are working with are 75, 50, 50, 100, 7, and 5. And the total that you three are looking to meet is 809. So that's what you guys are trying to reach. And with that, the timer starts now. Alright, Show, Bros, and Allie, let's see what you got. Show with the very basic 700 plus 100 plus 5 is 805 for 4 points. So Bros and Allie, let's see what your equations are. I overthunk it. I ended up with 6. I did about what you did, show. I just couldn't get it less than. All right, so 50. Let's get the calculator out. Because I got to see what. Let's see, 50 plus 50 times 70. Whoop. 50 plus 50 is 100 times 75 is 7,500 times 5 times 100. Bros, your equation's a mess. That's all I'm going to say is your equation is a mess. Because you ended up with 3,750,000 points. Which gives you 3,749,191. All right, Allie, we're waiting for your equation, my friend. Well, you beat me by 2. Because like I said, I ended up with 815. Alright, Allie, no answer. Allie, 809 points for a no answer on that one. Oh, what happened, Allie? You disappeared on me. So Bros at 3,749,109. Alright, there we go. You got to be a little faster than that, Allie, just to let you know. $7,395 for Allie. Oh, this is not a good start for the competition. Not a good start for the competition tonight. All right, Bros. Well, the use of computer it was not a good computation because Allie ended up with 7,395 points. Because 75 times 100 is 7,500. The one under the question mark, Bros. The one under the question mark. That is basically the divided symbol. Alright, Bros, with that, you get to choose. Yes, it is a bit late. Now, come on, I've had a vodka martini and I can still think. No excuse. Alright, Bros going with 4, 7, 22, 17, 11, and 16. So the numbers you guys have to work with are 100, 3, 5, 1, 3, and 4. And the total you are trying to reach is 109. And I can tell you right now, I'm already at 0. So the total you are trying to reach is 109. And the timer starts now. So there is a 0 up there. All right, let's see what your equation. Ooh, pardon me. Let's see what your equations are. Show, Bros, and Allie. $108 for Bros. All right, come on, Show and Allie. Show and Allie, Show and Allie. Oh, that sounds all wrong. 105 plus 4 is 109. Minus 1 is 100. Show intentionally using all of the numbers on the board. That's just showing off, Show. That's all that is. That is showing off. You know you don't have to use all the numbers, Show, right? Yeah, that is showing off. And Allie with 100 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. I just went with the simple 100 plus 5 plus 4. Show 4. I don't think it would, honestly, unless Show really makes a mistake on the last one, I don't think it will matter. Mr. 3,749,000. Wait, let me make sure I got read my number right, because I can never read my handwriting. 3,749,192. I want to thank you guys. I've been in a very good mood tonight, just to let you know. All right, Allie, with that, you get to choose the next 6 numbers on the board. Let's see, it's 10:22. So we ended up starting about 15 minutes late. Then we had the YouTube crash, which caused me another 15 minutes. So officially it's only 9:45. Officially it's only 9:45. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 10 o'clock. So I'm right on schedule on a Tuesday night. Because like I said, we aim for 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock at the latest. No, I am not drunk, Sal. I'm just in a good mood tonight. I shouldn't be. Well, let me rephrase that. Because of the topic I picked, I'm actually in a good mood tonight. And if it had been the Manchester thing, I probably would not have been in as much of a good mood. Because like I said, originally I was going to do tonight's entire theme around Manchester and England. And once I saw the James Bond, the Roger Moore thing, I'm like, no, we're going to do a little more happy-based. So yeah, if you had noticed, if you've been in like from about the 7:30 part of the show, I did a lot of talking. I mean, a lot of talking. And I intentionally kind of stayed away from the Manchester subject until later in the broadcast. So I pretty much stuck to the Roger Moore side of it and the James Bond side of it. All right, Allie, whenever you're ready, you got to choose the next 6 numbers on the board. Remember, at least 1 must come from the top row. The other 5 can come from anywhere on the board. But yeah, like I said, after I saw Ginger Guy's post this afternoon, I really got to thinking about doing a UK Manchester sort of theme show. And let me say that again. Before I saw Ginger Guy's post, I thought about doing a Manchester UK theme show. And then once I saw Ginger Guy's post, because I didn't get a chance to keep up on the news, I'm like, okay, James Bond, Roger Moore, The Saint, that's what I've got. I've got to do something a little more lighthearted and a little more fun. All right, Allie going with 3, 6, 12, 14, 9, and 21. So we got 50, 8, 8, 5, 1, and 4. And the total that you three are trying to reach is 521. 521. And the timer starts now. I'm not doing too good on this one. I got I did not do well on this one. I did not do well on this one. What did I end up with? I ended up with I didn't do too hot on that one. 8 times 8 times 50 for Bros is Bros just going for as high of a number as he can get. This is why he was on Team Death by Math. Because Math is killing Bros tonight. Don't die on me, Pen. Alright, so waiting for Show and Allie. What did I end up with? I did not end up with a good number on this one. Allie going with 50 times 8 equals 400. Plus 8 equals, plus 4 is 412. 409 for Allie. And Show, what did Show end up with? 400 and... Alright, Show, waiting for your answer. Like I said, I'm being a little generous tonight because, like I said, it's the close game, so it doesn't matter as much. I ended up with 31, so I didn't do too hot on that one. Yeah, following the candy trail. No math for Show on that one. So with that, with a final score, Bros finishing in 3rd place with, I gotta figure out how much Bros ended up with. Bros finishing in 3rd place with a final score of 3,752,392. Allie in 2nd place with a grand total of 1,504. And Show in 1st place with a very, probably one of our worst winning totals ever, 525. 525. My final equation for that one ended up, like I said, I got it by 31. And my final total was, let's see, 8 plus 4 times 50 minus 8 times 5 plus 1. And I probably could have come up with something better. So mine wasn't that much better. Mine wasn't that much better. Hey, sometimes that's all it takes, Allie. Sometimes you get lucky, and the people that you think are going to run away with it basically make a mistake. Like I said, I know what happened to Kimber one night. I know what happened to KTG one night. I know what happened to Mark one night. They basically had it, and then in the third game, they kind of screwed something up in the math equation, and it cost them. So with that, Show claiming 2 treasure chests tonight. Show will be claiming something out of the smalls for winning the small prize on the list. And he will be claiming something out of the larges for winning the countdown game. So with that, Show. Oop, get back here, Pat. Ah. Ow. I'm too tall for this damn chair. Bear with me. I keep trying to reach down to the floor. No, he actually blew it one night, Nerdy. He blew it on a math equation. He basically had the game locked up, and I want to say it was on his second equation. He screwed something completely up, and he basically lost a countdown game by like 300 and something points. I can't remember who he lost. I want to say he lost to Walrus. I want to say he lost to Walrus because he screwed something up really bad on the math part. He literally had it, and he blew it on one of the math ones. All right, Show. We're going to start with the smalls. I'm hoping this is right, because I thought there were less than 165 smalls in my prize pile. I may have to go pull up the treasure chest file. All right, Show. First and foremost, we need a number between 1 and 165. That's going to become like our most used hashtag. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And in treasure chest number 2 is the Batman keyring. Oop. I really hate the lighting in here. I really do. There we go. So, Show, that is prize number 1 for you, my friend, is the Batman keyring. And with that, we go to treasure chest hunt number 2. And again, Show, you got the small, you got the large. Which of our 104 prizes in the large pile? And the scary part is I still have to finish figuring out how to sort the rest of the comics that Nerdy sent me, because I'm trying to do it with like 6 to a stack. So it's basically the deep state ones were all together. The 8s were all together. The Spider-Man one, I think I'm going to stick with Silk, because I think I've got like 4 Spider-Mans, and I think I'm going to stick one more Silk. One Silk with the Spider-Man batch. All right, Show going for number 139. In treasure chest 139. Oh, Darkseid's going to hate you. Darkseid is going to definitely hate you, my friend. I want you to know, I believe I'm looking at my stuff I have. I believe this is the first item I have, or the oldest item in the prize pile that I have had. This is actually prize number 1. This, I think, is the first thing I bought for the prize pile. Darkside, if you're watching the archive, so somebody make fun of Darkside because he is a huge Jon Stewart fan. That, my friend, is now yours. But yeah, I believe this is like the first thing I ever put in the prize pile. Is the Justice League Linterna Verde figure. See, Darkseid, this is what happens when you don't show up on the show and try to win stuff. I'm sorry. I told you guys I'm in a good mood tonight. I really am. And it's not the alcohol talking. So, show making a DC collection tonight. We got the Batman keyring and the Justice League Verde cycle. This is why I tell you guys you need to play. The third person on the box. The Verde cycles, there's actually one for Flash and there's one for Batman. There's actually one for Flash and there's one for Batman. No, South, I'm not buzzed. Trust me. It's basically, what it was I actually went to one of my comic book shops today, and I basically spent literally 45 minutes in there after work, which I don't get the chance to do. It's literally when I get home from the office, it's basically I get stuck in traffic and I get frustrated. So I went to the comic book shop, one of my new comic book shops today. I didn't buy anything because I was trying to finish up some of the sets that Nerdy had sent me, and I only need there's a couple of gaps in there. So it was like that's what I was specifically looking for, because one guy charges way too much, and one guy's more reasonable, but the guy that's more reasonable didn't have what I was looking for. So I actually got to spend 45 minutes in the comic book shop. So I actually had a good evening tonight. So yeah, like I said, I felt fantastic. I had fun, which like I said, I don't get to do after work. I honestly never do. It's basically I come straight home and I either get to watch somebody on live from PlayStation, or I'm basically doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's not the buzz. It's actually I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, Nerdy, you got to send me which beverages you're using, because I will try for a while anyway. Oh, damn it. I just realized my fedora is falling apart. That sucks. Well, like I said, he'll take anybody on match for match. But like I said, I got a couple of places, so I got to get what his beverages will be. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining us for the Tuesday night edition, the James Bond edition, so to speak. We like I said, we did a little bit of theme night for Roger Moore, who passed on today. And like I said, he was my James Bond, so it's one reason I had to do him tonight in that regard. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on Saturday, regardless of whether or not Nerdy thinks he can outdrink us or not. We'll see. And like I said, the only reason I'm going to do it is because A, I got a little bit of budget to spare, and B, I don't have to go bowling Friday night, so I can come home and just have fun. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys again on Saturday, where we're going to give away more stuff, more prizes for all you guys that tune in and watch. Please, 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 please make sure you check out the webpage. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are currently at 365 subscribers, I think. And if you get the chance, check out the Facebook page. And like I said, if it's not up to date, blame Bubbles, because she's the one that's supposed to keep that up to date on us. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, you can exercise the body. That's great. If you don't exercise the gray cells, I don't know if this is going to do you any good. I really don't.
What are you blaming me on?
Not keeping the Facebook page up to date?
Well, I'm not taking the photos.
Oh, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we will see you guys on Saturday. Until then, folks, y'all have a good one. And like I said, please check out Nerdy on Thursday this week, since Dr. Jekyll will not be on. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all in the future.
Adios.
Yep, wrong button.